Montagues has been a part of my family for quite some time. Obviously, it's been a pillar in Billings, and my dad frequented there and recommended Montagues to me when it was time for me to invest in probably the most important jewelry decision a guy can make, which is a engagement ring for your wife and a wedding ring. Walked right in there, introduced myself, and to be really honest, it's been a lasting relationship ever since. We've been married, as she mentioned, 7 years, and since then, Montagues is our go-to, whether it's timepieces, which I'm a big fan of, necklaces, earrings, things along those lines. That's where we go, and we walk in there, and while we're in there shopping for something else, she can get her ring cleaned, or if I need a battery on my watch or anything along those lines, we're all taken care of by Chris.
I'd say there's three main reasons that I love Montagues. Number one is the fact of customer service. Again, I can go in there 10 years later and he cleans an item or fixes an item and no questions asked, and you can sit and talk with him and catch up. So that's huge. And number two, I think, would be his commitment to the community is unparalleled for small business. That's a dying field, and the way that he supports his community, I think is so admirable, and I just respect it. I've been involved in numerous nonprofits in this community, and we go to him every gala, every live auction, and I've never been told no. He's always the first to the table at those events, and I think that's something that other, even small business and large businesses need to kind of keep in check. And I think as patrons, we all as a community also need to recognize what Chris does and remember that and give back to him too. And then lastly is just the experience of going and seeing Chris. 99.9% of the time he's there. If not, it's one of his trusted staff members. But you can go in and talk to him and talk about his family, and I think he truly cares about you and your family and where you're at in your life cycle, from engagement to children and that anniversaries and that kind of thing. So I think full circle, it's again, I'm very appreciative of everything he does for the community, yet also very thankful. And I think he deserves a community that supports him in return.